Hey y'all, thanks for dropping by Design by Kathy. Today we're going to do an acrylic painting and I'm going to go for an ocean look and hopefully an ocean wave. So let's get set up and get started. I've got three different shades of blue here that I want to use for this ocean pour. And then I've got my white. I've got several different tools that I'm going to be swiping with because I don't know exactly which one yet to get the look that I'm wanting to go for. And this is something that I did definitely want to mention. When you're trying these projects, every time is not going to work out exactly like you hoped. Don't give up. Don't be discouraged. Just try it again. Pour over your last pour that you don't like and give it another chance. Don't give up, because I promise you everything is not going to turn out exactly the way you want it to every time. Even if you have a goal in mind of what you're going for, you could end up with something completely different, which is, like I've said before, not a bad thing. Now I've mixed my paints already with my Floetrol, and I'm going to be using the treadmill belt lubricant here because I do want to get some cells. I want to choose just a couple of drops in each one, because if you get too much, you have an oily painting, and that is, I mean, it'll kind of like bleed out of there for a while. So definitely just a couple of drops is all you're going to need. And then you want to mix it really well. So like I said, have something in mind. It may or may not end up being exactly what we want, but we're going to go with it and see. So I'm going to put these colors kind of along here. I think I'll start with my darker one here. I'm going to graduate to the next blue. And then my lightest blue on top, or as you're watching it, on bottom. Now I want to take my white. It'll basically, we're going to swipe across this. So this will basically be, think of it as the carrier swipe. I'm going to start with this. This is like a cake icing tool. But I'm going to start with this. Actually, I think I want a little more white here and here. So I'm going to take this and I just want to gently, gently, gently slide it across my my paint here. And then I'm going to swipe back over. I'm going to go with a little bit smaller tool now to start with this area. And I'm going to do the same thing here. Gently swipe across and gently swipe back across. Make sure I got that dark off of there. When you swipe back over, two things happen. You can see that the white, like right here, swipe across this little spot right here, and it's going to let that color come back through. I want to lift this up. I didn't put my little thumbtacks under here, which no problem. And one last little portion that I want to see if we can do. Well, first of all, let me do this. I want to try to get the paint to run off the edges here a little bit. Oh, and I just messed up my towel I wanted to use. I've got just a little small. Actually, I might even want it smaller. Paper towel. Gonna get it down in the white there. Actually, now I'm going to see if I can pick up some here. Same thing. And I'm just very, very lightly trying to drag this across here. clearly what we're going for is the look of a wave. I almost want that tinier, but anyway, let's see what we can do here. Okay, I think we've gotten, I might want it to go just a little more here. Well, sort of changed the shape of my wave a little bit. Actually, like I just mentioned, when things don't go exactly the way you think, and then it goes another way, I'm actually liking how that ended up. It distorted the wave that I initially had, but I sort of like what it did there. So there you go. There you have it. Something, a happy accident. If you've been out on the ocean, you know, waves and swells go different directions, and I've got paint everywhere. But anyway, and then there's cells, you know, that creates like the foam on the water. So there we have it, and we got a little bit of maybe a little sky going on here. So whatever is in your imagination is where you can take it. So anyway, let's just kind of look at this, and I don't know, I still see some places up here I'd like to move that blue just a smidge more. There it goes, I think. Yeah, I wanted to get that to go on and break over. There we go. Just needed a little bit of encouragement. So now maybe instead of calling this a wave, I'll call it raging waters, because it kind of is what it makes me think of right now. Well, that was fun. I think I got a little more than I bargained for. In addition to getting a wave, it reminds me of raging waters when I've been on my sailboat out in the ocean. So anyway, like I said during the video, Every project is not going to turn out exactly like you may have it envisioned or in mind when you're doing fluid art, but that is okay, because one of two things can happen. It either turns into a happy accident and a project that you, or a look that you didn't even imagine, or you just redo it. It's not a big deal. Don't feel bad if you're not happy with it and you have to redo it. I encourage you to don't give up. And whatever you do, guys, make it yours and make it personal, because you can do it. And hey, I want to thank you all for subscribing. I so appreciate your comments, and I hope you'll like, share, and if you're new to this, I hope you'll subscribe. Have a great day.